keep Singapore healthy. For your own safety, and for those around you, please stand at least 1 meter apart. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 15th. It's May. It's the year 2020. Now, you may have seen this video that I tried to put up yesterday. It did not work. Not on YouTube, not on either channel. So it's here. I put this up on my BitChute channel because, yes, I've had a BitChute channel for like 4 years. You see what I'm saying? So it looks like everything's going to have to end up over on BitChute because this is my channel. This is recently. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Not too bad. Only about 5 videos until you get to all the doctors, all the real information, and it just keeps going and going and going and going. You see what I'm saying? For whatever reason, YouTube, Google, and America don't want you knowing anything from the mainstream or anything from doctors that are accredited MDs. They don't want you knowing any of this stuff for whatever reason. So you may want to subscribe to this channel. You may want to subscribe to this channel. And if it gets really bad, you may want to subscribe to this channel. But I think it's going to get really bad because I just got this morning. I don't really post very much on Twitter at all, but it's been locked. But let me remind you of something, because I've been getting this for years and years. You remember the thing that I just opened with? The DARPA dog walking down the streets of Singapore right now, watching and monitoring people? Well, they're not going to go with the electronic dogs yet in the United States. The military was absolutely placed all over the United States when this thing first popped off because they expected, due to their computer models, etc., that Americans would stand up. Pleasantly, they were surprised that nobody did. So the military's being repurposed. So the electronic dog that they have in Singapore, we're not going to get that. Not yet. Because Washington State is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. Delaware is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. Georgia is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. West Virginia is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. Iowa is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. Now, these guys will all fall into line afterwards. No big deal. Oh, Rhode Island also. So basically, almost every single solitary state is going to use the National Guard for contact tracing. And they've already explained to you that you can not get the test, you can refuse the vaccine, but you won't be able to leave your house whatsoever at all. It's staggering to me that people are letting these people keep you locked inside the house, even though the numbers are completely and utterly ridiculous. There is no pandemic. I mean, how long does this have to go on? There is no pandemic. There is no pandemic. It's unbelievable to me that people are still, well, you got to do this. You can't wear a mask because your body is smarter than you are, or else you'd be dead. Your body was created so perfectly that you breathe in fresh air, theoretically, and you breathe out CO2, which is plant food. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you're wearing a mask, you're breathing in your own exhaust. But I digress. I put up a decent video on what I was doing down in the bayou, for the most part, not everything, but most of it, on Jailbreak, if you want to check that out. RFB2 got hit yesterday as well, so none of it is not getting hit. And I want to look at this video that I did a while ago when I was at Mike Decker's house because somebody sent this to us. Now tomorrow I plan on having a live stream with Dr. Kaufman and Don Lester, and I forget the other fellow's name. They wrote that book, What Really Makes You Ill. We'll see if that happens. But links will be in the description. You probably ought to start subscribing to other backups because everything will be gone soon. Now, remember when this first started and I made this video? Dawned on me why they're not censoring us on YouTube. Nicholson suddenly gets carte blanche to run any video he wants. Crow 777's videos are up, no problem. They need it. It's part of this exercise. It's part of this takeover.
They need to see what we're thinking, and they need to see how you're reacting. Period. Because they're planning this perfectly. This whole thing was done incredibly well. We saw it coming, but still didn't exactly see it coming. Not this fast. Do not have any fear. If you're following this channel, if you're watching me right now, we knew this was coming. Completely we knew this was coming. All the pieces we were putting together. But they dropped the puzzle on the table a little quicker than we thought. But think about this. 9 out of 10 Americans are completely going for this. The Smith-Mundt Act allows them to use propaganda on us. The propaganda would be Italy's locked down, but only 2 deaths. The next day, they adjust that number to 751. Yeah, we're in the middle of an enormous quantum computer orchestrated takeover of the world.
Now that was way back in March. Well, apparently the paradigm has shifted. They understand that Americans aren't going to be an issue whatsoever at all. There's going to be a few pockets of resistance, a few. But people still thinking, when they finally come for the children, when they finally do this, people will stand up. The president and the governors of every state have just absolutely overreached and are continuing to overreach. There are lockdown orders in effect that are indefinite. There is no expiration date. They're just going to keep going this till absolutely everybody is vaccinated. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't even know what to say anymore. But March 23rd, why no censorship? And where we're at now, yeah, whole different ball game. The censorship is absolutely staggering. They're not really even copyright striking. They're just taking down videos, taking them all down. I've never had so many videos taken down in a week, ever. And bear in mind, my channel's been taken down 4 separate times. So I've started over again from 0 views. Almost to 100 million, the channel gets taken down. Almost to 100 million, the channel gets taken down. So they're doing the same thing. So if you were smart, subscribe to me on BitChute. Subscribe to RFB2 for whatever that's worth. And worst case scenario, subscribe to Jailbreak. Jailbreak, I've tried to keep just my personal life on here, but sometimes my real life bleeds into my personal life. If that even makes any sense. At any rate, Richie from Boston, and I'm out.